Welcome back, and today is Saturday, the 16th of July. I'm really excited to meet up with you today because we got a great find today. What an interesting find today, and let's see who is blessed today to be able to receive this great find. All right, so let me tune in right now and just take a quick check. If you are in right now watching us for the first time, I'd like to say hello to you on the YouTube live chat. All right, I hope to see you guys at the YouTube live chat. And hey, we have Yesert, welcome back. Casey Mac, Kelvin, wonderful. Oh no, Kelvin, first day of lockdown at Beihai. Oh my gosh. That means they started from 5 cities, expanded to 11 cities, and I think Beihai is probably outside the 11 cities, probably the 12 city and so on. John, welcome back, and La, you're in as well. Wow, so excited to see all of you right now. Okay, so what is the great find today? And we got all lined up for you, and this really goes all the way back to more than 10 years ago. Wow. The great find has a trace back of history all the way back to 10 years ago. All right, so let me just set up everything. And I want to welcome those of you for the first time watching us, whether you're on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. A big welcome to you. And my name is Dr. Clemen Chiang. I really love to share with you what I got to find, what I've discovered today. All right, it's a great find. Let me tell you, it's a great find. Okay, if everyone is all ready and all settled down, let me switch over my screen at this moment, and here we go. May I present to you Citigroup tops profit estimates as bank benefits from rising interest rates. Shares spiked 13%. What a fantastic game plan this is, all right? And you know, we caught this spike before it happens, and this is really what we do right here at Spiking. Our job is to do three things really well. Number one, proprietary data. We need to have very good proprietary data to catch the spike before it happens. Number two, our very unique approach to strategy and methodology. And number three, most importantly, a winning community so that we are here to help you. Okay, look at this really great statement right here. As we all know by now, if you have been watching my YouTube, we are on the high on interest rates. Step one, because we have hit a 40-year all-time high inflation. Inflation was just announced in my previous YouTube, 9.1%. That's like mama high. And as a result, the consequence of a high inflation environment, step two, the government, otherwise known as the FOMC, will have to step in to raise interest rates to tame down the inflation monster. This is exactly what's happening on step three. When the government raised the interest rates, the banks will naturally, through the supernatural law of nature, will make extra more money. That's it. Very simple calculation, all right? So we want to kind of unravel how did we identify Citigroup as our key target. Despite all the banks out there, we are really interested in Citigroup. And I want to lead you through this chain of thoughts such that you can connect the dots. And I want to share with you my passion of really making sense out of the common sense things out there, connect the dots, and take what we call proactive action, and so that you become a really proficient self-directed investor. All right, so here we go. Let me go through the article first and really just soak in this victory, all right? I literally want to say we want to soak in this victory. Citigroup second quarter earnings beat analysts' expectations as firm benefited from rising interest rates and strong trading results. They have done very well. They chop off all their losing departments, losing units, including the one in Singapore. I mean, Citigroup Singapore, sayonara to you, you've been sold off because your Citigroup HQ doesn't believe in you. And as a result, what happened to all the bankers in Citigroup Singapore? They went to join one of the big four banks right here. But I think because of this trimming of excesses, they are right now able to deliver these mind-boggling blockbuster results, all right? Of the four major banks to report second quarter results this year, only Citigroup topped expectations for revenue. And, you know, the question is, Hey, teacher, how do you nail down this guy? How do you nail down this guy? In fact, we nailed down 2 candidates, all right? The other one, I think about whether I want to share with you guys later on or not, right? But let's talk about Citigroup right now. Holy moly, I need more water. Hang on a minute. I'm dehydrated right now, and I hope this is not a COVID-19 cough. But I think I'm very, very protected by the Lianhua. Dun, 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 dun. I'm very well protected by the Lianhua, right? So this is the number 1 fighter against the Ninja virus, otherwise known as COVID-19, right? So it comes with these tablets. Now let me just switch over right here. And the secret is you need to take 4 of these tablets 3 times a day. Oh my gosh, I gotta be the last man standing in my house. We got COVID-19 among our loved ones, our relatives, our friends, in my church mates. Holy moly, this Ninja virus is hitting the peak season at this moment. Right, oops, right there you go. 4 tablets. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Pop. Oh, I'm protected. Okay, ready? Here we go. All right, so I'm going to fight off COVID-19 first. In a challenging macro and geopolitical environment, our team delivered solid results, and we are in a strong position to weather uncertain times, given our liquidity, credit quality, and reserve levels. Citigroup new CEO Jane Fraser said in the release. And it's something very, very proud about, where everyone is preaching about diversity in the board of directors or in the management team. What better move than to appoint a lady as the CEO of one of the greatest banks in the US? And there you go, Jane Fraser right there for you. She defeated all the male CEOs. Only bank that can have a spike up of how many percent? Mama, look up here, 13%, all right? So this is like fascinating. And we got to be very proud of her taking the leadership, cutting away all the assessors, trimming down, delivering great revenues. And I'm sharing with you right now because there's a great investment opportunity out of Citigroup right here, right? So we're going to nail it down right here. Here we go. Now, this is the part where most people stumbled and gave up. Let me explain to you what I meant by that. If I were to say to an ordinary Tom, Dick, and Harry out there, or what we call the average Joe, and I say to the person, Citigroup delivered an earnings per share of 22.19 versus 1.68 expected. Or a revenue 19.64 billion versus 18.22 billion expected. And most of them will start scratching their head, hey teacher, what are you talking about? This is too complicated for me, I'm not going to do investing. And it pains my heart the moment people walk away because they come across something alien or foreign and they just give up. Let me tell you my approach. I don't really care about these earnings. The only thing I care about, let me show you right now, the only thing I care about, which is the most meaningful of them all, which you can also appreciate the fact that, ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. This is the only thing I care about. The chart represents the price. The price represents my profits. So where is my profit sitting on right now? Ready? I want you to focus your attention right here to the bottom right. Right here. All right? I mean, let me give you a magnified 10 times of the macro view. This was Citigroup trading at $45. All right? And the moment they delivered a blowout earnings, boom! Look at this mama rocket. This is what we live for. This is what we die for. We are chasing this spike all night long, all day long, 365, 24/7, you name it. We are in love with this. This is called spiking up. And the joy of investing is what? If you can catch the spike before it happens. Let me show you what I meant by if you can catch the spike before it happens. If you enter right over here, right before the spike, you're probably entering at this line right here, let me just average down for you. You entered at 45. And the next day, the joker decided to spike up to $50 right here. Boom. That's $5 profit. So what you do with a $5 profit is very simple, right? You take a $5 profit divided by the cost of what you pay for, which is 45. And what is the answer right now? Let me take out my mama calculator right here. 5 divided by 45. You had just made a 11% profit. How long? In 1 day. That's what we live for right here, mama. Is this big enough? And what is the meaning of 11% profit in 1 day? You had defeated every single bank from Singapore to Hong Kong to US to Europe to Timbuktu. You had defeated every bank in the world. Because let me give you the best saving rates in the world. None other than the number 1 bank of the world, known as the DBS Bank of Singapore. They are giving you a savings rate of 0.05% per year. That's 365 days. And if you can do this at 11% in 1 day and compound it over 365 days, what does that tell you? You got to be in charge. That's what we do right here. Now, of course, you say, hey, teacher, wow, you mean you're going to strike it all the time, all night long? Depends on time. If we get the timing right, we're going to get this kind of results in 1 day. I mean, if the timing wrong, that is where we practice the art of time squeeze. We squeeze to 1 day and say, can we deliver 5 to 100% profit in 1 day? And we can do it, we take the money and go and run. Run fast before the profit is gone. But if we get the timing wrong, what do? Instead of squeezing the time, we release the time. Release from 1 day to 1 week, 1 week to 1 month, 1 month to 1 quarter, 1 year to 1 decade. You release the time. Isn't this such a powerful idea? That most people started off thinking that they should become a long-term investor. But if you are given a 10% profit 1 day today, you mean you don't want to take it? Let me challenge you to this idea. And I'll be releasing and publishing this idea in my upcoming book to be launched in Q1 2023 next year. Right now, working closely with my book editor, trying to get everything, pieces, every of my idea, 22 years, put them down, pen them down, and get it out with a message to everybody. Hey, you have every right to become a self-directed investor. All right, so let's come back to this chart. Look at the mama results right now, and I'm going to show you another way of looking at the chart that will kind of blow you apart. I'm going to click on the 5-day, and this is what you are living for. Look at this, mama. Woohoo! Pew! Ding! But the key question is, teacher, how do you catch this spike before it happens? What is the thinking behind it? And this is where I really, very excited to share with you the data right here, right? I'm. Let's come back before I go any further, and let's not skip the step. We are still back to the article. Make sure we go through the basic stuff. They make the earnings. They got a profit decline. La. All right. But what is important is right over here. Of the 4 major banks to report second quarter results this week, only Citigroup top expectations for revenue. And according to Jane, in a challenging macro and geopolitical environment, our team delivered solid results, and we are in a strong position to weather uncertain times given our liquidity, credit quality, and reserve levels. All right? So, of course, one of the things, there's another concept I'll be teaching you guys is about this concept of stock buyback or stock repurchase program. And she said this, Citigroup will restart buybacks as soon as it is prudent to do so. All right, so nothing wrong with that. It's good enough for us. And that's what we want to catch right here. And the whole chunk of messages, you can read all here. But what is truly important? What is truly important? I'm going to show you one very important article. I mean, This to me is like a mind-boggling article, right? I want to go all the way back to the year 2008 and ask myself, hey, what happened in 2008 financial crisis and how does this link all the way back to Citigroup? So here we go. We're going to take a look at this article that was published on November 24th, 2008. Here we go. This is from Financial Times. And first, let me highlight to you the article date, right? Right over here, November 24th, 2008. All right, you guys can see it very clear. And then I go down right here. That was the time, I started trading in the year 2000, and never in my life before I seen what we call a meltdown, a financial meltdown. That was in 2008, all right? And the government, US government, rode to the rescue of Citigroup, entering an agreement to guarantee up to $306 billion in problematic assets and inject $20 billion in capital to restore confidence in the bank that defines the term too big to fail. That was a dirty name. And I pound on this research, and I want to ask this a very simple question. Did Warren Buffett come to the rescue of Citigroup back then? And then I chanced upon this article right here. How Warren Buffett made $10 billion during the financial crisis. And in 2008, that was the 2008 meltdown, right? So we go down this pile of words right here. And then I found the paragraph I was looking for. Let me read out to you. The deals Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway made from 2008 to 2011 involved giant blue chip companies like Mars. You know Mars as in the chocolate Mars, that one that you eat every day and you put on weight. Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Dow Chemical. Taking advantage of the general atmosphere of panic, Berkshire Hathaway was able to use its gigantic cash hoard to move swiftly and exact lucrative terms that created a stream of payments from the borrowers. Did this article mention about Citigroup? Nah, nope. The only one that came to Citigroup rescue was the US government. So where's the dot that I'm trying to connect right here? Because once I'm able to connect from 2008 and I understand the perspective of Warren Buffett, and I fast forward right now to 2022, and I saw a mind-boggling data point. And let me bring you to the data point right now. I present to you our very, very powerful spiking wealth management system. This is our software. And all I really need to do is to key in Citigroup at the top, and you tell me every single thing about Citigroup right here. And what I'm really interested in is the insider trading of Citigroup stock, right? And let me tell you, this is really powerful stuff. I scroll down right here, and I realize, holy moly. In Q1 2022, the data is telling me that, Mama, Warren Buffett, for the first time, dang dang, new, for the first time, Virgin Trade bought into Citigroup. And how much he invested into Citigroup? Dang dang, $3.3 billion. I mean, this $3.3 billion, if you look at it, typically he doesn't start off his first Virgin Trade with $3.3 billion. He typically starts off with $1 billion. That's what he did with Apple. The first time invested in Apple, $1 billion. This is $3.3 billion. His average price is $60.59. Mama. And he did that in the first quarter. Now, what is the meaning of a first quarter? So let me come back right over here to the chart, and let me deliver to you this mind-boggling data, right? So first, let me adjust so that you can see very, very clearly where exactly is the first quarter, okay? So you can see on the bottom left right now, this is 2022. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the chart in such a way you can see the window within the first quarter. So I go to the highest price point of the first quarter 2022, and then from the highest price point right there, I move to the right until I reach the end of March. How do I know it's the end of March? Look at the bottom right corner of my box. That's pointing at April. That's 1st of April. So I'm somewhere around there, and I continue to move down until I hit the bottom of the candles within the first quarter, which is somewhere around here. Warren Buffett, our grandfather, is trading inside this range. That means to say, inside this range, his price is between $70 to a rock bottom price of perhaps $53. Because that was the lowest of the low in my red box. And, ladies and gentlemen, I will just draw a horizontal line at the bottom of the box across right there, and to show you the fact that today you can buy in Citigroup $50 per share cheaper than Warren Buffett. Would you want to do that right now? Oh! If you want to do that right now, can you type in yes on the live chat? I'd love to see your engagement with me. I want you guys to pour in more conversation in the live chat. Would you buy into Citigroup if you can buy lower than grandfather Warren Buffett? Come on, let me see your answer right now. Oh! Oh my gosh. The audience, I think, is sleeping. No one is reacting to my question. Wow, thank you very much. Yes, sir, I see your answer. I see K2 Tan, I see KC Mac, I see Jeffrey, I see Kelvin. Wow, finally my faithful students are here responding to my teacher's question. Adeline, yes. Thank you very much. Tam, yes. Okay, awesome. Now, because there's about 15 seconds delay, time lag between what I say now versus what is streamed out to YouTube, so that is the typical general lagging response, right? Now, if you say yes, then why didn't you go in? Because this is the part most people are not focusing on. If I want to practice the highest form of value investing, let me tell you an answer. It's to buy cheaper than Warren Buffett, because the guy is really so stingy. He's always so stingy trying to look for the best deal. And if I can get a price cheaper than Warren Buffett, I got the superior deal. Today, you are getting a damn great deal right here. $50 and still below Warren Buffett. But what is more fascinating to me is the fact that in 2008, during the financial crisis, he did not pick up Citigroup. This trade in Q1 was his first virgin trade into Citigroup. That's how powerful this data is. It's telling us that he's seen certain signs out there that's changing in the landscape. And he's spot on. Look at how much the stock price has spiked for Citigroup, right? And that's the beauty of investing in this very commonsensical approach, and we are loving it every step of the way. So, right now you've seen this whole fascinating play out, and we say that, hey, perhaps it makes sense right now to chase those stocks whereby it's so undervalued that we can even buy cheaper than Warren Buffett, George Soros, Carl Icahn, GIC, Temasek, sovereign wealth funds, family offices, hedge funds of funds. And that's what we do. Our data is to go after such what we call hidden gems in the marketplace. So tonight, I've given you a very, very clear breakthrough in understanding what is the highest form of value investing. To buy cheaper than those who put in much more money than all of us combined right here. How much more did Warren Buffett put in for Citigroup? $3.3 billion. And I bet you, he's also buying in Q2. And Q2 is April, May, and June. He is also buying Citigroup, all right? Because he loves to buy something cheap. Underpriced according to him, all right? So, what I'm going to do right now is this. I share with you, we went into the position before the stock has spiked up. And we are sitting on very, very nice options profits right now. And that's the reason why it is so important if we can combine the right expiration date with the correct strike price and right alongside with Warren Buffett. Now, what is the difference between buying the Citigroup stock versus buying the Citigroup options? Let me tell you, big difference. Number one, for the stock price movement of Citigroup, and you know, it kind of a spike up how many percent? Holy mama. Let me show you the mama data point, right? The mama data point is right here. This big spike, I'm talking about this big spike right over here. Woohoo! Is the result of how many percent? Boom. That is 13.23% in just one day. Now, for stock price movement of 13%, let me tell you what is the options price movement. 5 to 10 times more. That means to say, 10 times of 13%, that's 130%, divided by 2, 65% to 130%. For a 13.23 stock price movement, you get 5 to 10 times more for options trading. That is the leverage that we are preaching about right here. So if you are kind of a curious, hey teacher, what is the strike price? What's the expiration date that you entered into? Very simple. Take out your phone right now, scan on a QR code on the bottom right hand of the screen, and join me on Don't Stop Believing Trades. Oh, what a beautiful name. Don't Stop Believing Trades. Because what I do, I'm going to fire off to you at your WhatsApp and let you know, hey, exactly the strike price and the expiration date that we combine looking at Citigroup to take advantage of this ride. And I hope you join this ride together with me because we are together riding with Warren Buffett. That is the safest way to invest in an extremely volatile market right here today. So I want to thank you guys on a Saturday night tuning in to watch me live stream on YouTube. I truly appreciate that. Please remember to subscribe so that at the YouTube bell button, each time we go live, you'll be notified. Thank you so much, and I wish you have a great weekend, and may God bless you. Thank you. Goodbye.